Hi guys, my name is Pawan and I welcome you all towards my YouTube channel. So guys, today we are going to discuss on second PUC English, that is on job application. We are going to discuss on how you're supposed to frame for your letter plus the resume. So in this video, we're just going to focus on the letter, but in the next video, we are going to focus on the resume. And guys, trust me, this is one of the most important and easiest main in which you can very easily get 5 marks. And a small bonus tip which I would like to give you is that please do write letter and resume at the last. Please don't write it first, because you're supposed to complete your 4 markers, 6 markers, and then you're supposed to go to your grammar. Then you can go up to the letter and resume, because it's just taking much amount of your time. In case if you write the letter and resume at first, you may lose out your track of writing the entire paper. You may miss out the chance of completing a 6 markers and 4 markers and even the grammar portions. So it's normally advised, please do write the letter and resume at the last. So as being said that, now let's get started. The question over here is that write a letter of application in response to the following advertisement which appeared in the Deccan Herald dated 20th May 2019. The Apollo Group of Hospitals invites applications for the post of Public Relation Officer. Application should be graduates with a minimum 1 year experience and apply with 1 week to the personal officer, the Apollo Group of Hospitals, Banarghatta Road, Bangalore 560029. See guys, for your exam too, you can expect the same kind of question, but the format never changes. So it's very important that you give complete focus to the format which I'm going to give it to you now. So make sure that you can apply the same format to all the questions irrespective which they give for the letter as well as for the resume. So make sure that you get fixed on that and have a constant practice, and please don't shuffle up the format which I am going to discuss. So now let's start discussing on the important format which you're supposed to follow for your letter. So guys, in the format of the letter, firstly you're supposed to start with the from address. So over here you can observe that in the question they have not given anything about the from address. So what you're supposed to do is that you can mention it as XXX or YYY. But in case if you want to mention a name also, you can mention any random name, but please don't provide your own personal details. And as you all know, why I'm telling this particular reason is that later date you should not get into trouble. That's the main reason we don't advise students to put out their own personal details. So after that, please do leave a line and then write the date. While writing the date, you can observe very clearly that I've written it as 22nd May 2019, and after 22nd I've not written ND. And it is a normal ethics which you follow while following or writing the letter is that we don't write ND, or after writing first we just write 1, and 1st May 2019 we don't write ST, 3rd May 2019 we don't write RD. So it's a normal trend which we write for the letter is that we don't put up the endings. So please do make sure that you do apply the same, and then please do leave a line, and then you're supposed to write the to address. So as you all know, to address is already given in the question. You can exactly copy paste the same thing in a good format, starting with the personal officer. See guys, whenever I correct the papers, I normally see that the students don't write the personal officer. They just write personal officer. So we normally, invigilators will cut out the marks. So make sure that you always write according to the standard grammatical ethics. We normally write as the personal officer. Okay. Then the Apollo Group of Hospitals. I've written the hospital name, and then I've written the to address which is already given up in the question, that is on Banarghatta Road and Bangalore 560032. Then I have left a line, and then I'm supposed to write the salutation. So while writing the salutation, you can mention it as dear sir or dear ma'am as per your needs. And after that, you're supposed to write the subject sentence. So subject is very important as we are following the new trend of the format. Very important. Some students don't write the subject, and I normally deduct huge amount of marks because of that. Subject is the main essence of you writing what is conveyed in the entire letter. So that subject, it is basically a catchy format where an interviewer or the company whichever is going to recruit you is going to mainly focus. So in the subject we write it as application for the post of Public Relations Officer, or depending on, for example, if you're getting any other post or HR manager, if it's mentioned in your question in different format, then you can mention it over here it as the application for the post of HR manager. Level line, and then you're supposed to write the reference statement. One of the most important point is that students normally miss out the reference statement. It's very important. Kindly save this in your mind that you're supposed to write the reference statement by mentioning it as the advertisement in the Deccan Herald dated 20th May 2017. I've just written a random date, but according to the dates which has been provided in the question, you're supposed to write it, because I don't want you to follow the exact same pattern whichever I'm giving it to you. But to understand the exact format, I've just written it as the advertisement in the Deccan Herald dated 20th May 2017. So make sure that you write the same format while writing it down, the answer. And then you can leave a line, and then we'll start discussing with the body. So guys, it's very simple. To just sum it up, what all I've just said, I've written the from address, I've left a line, I've written the date, then left a line, and then I've written the address. Then again you're supposed to leave a line, salutation, dear ma'am or dear sir, as per your needs. Then you can leave a line and then write the subject, leave a line, reference statement, and then we're supposed to start with the body. See, normally for your body, there is normally 3 paragraphs. Your first para is going to be a small amount of introduction. Guys, before going through the body, I would like to tell you that you can apply the same context which I all have mentioned in the body, regardless of whatever type of question they ask. Here, they have mentioned about Apollo group of hospitals. If they are asking you question about any kind of university application, or if it's any kind of firm, if you want to join as a applicant through different posts as an HR manager, still you can follow the same pattern. This pattern which I'm going to tell you, it's one of the easiest one, and most of the students follow the same pattern whichever I give it to them. So you can even opt if you find it as much more interesting and if you're finding it as little more engaging. So let's start reading with the first para, which says, in response to your advertisement, I wish to propose my candidature for the post of the Public Relations Officer at the Apollo Group of Hospitals. The advertisement interests me because I think I have the training and experience expected of the person you are looking for. So the first para normally very clearly tells that I wish to propose my candidature because I have the training and experience for the person that you're looking for. And the second para says that I have indicated the details of my qualifications and work experience in the enclosed resume for your consideration. Should you require any further information, I shall be glad to furnish it either in person or by post. So second para very clearly says that if you require any further informations, I would be approachable directly in person. You can come and meet to me, or you want me to meet, I can directly approach you, or by post you can convey the regards. I've even enclosed my qualification work experience to the resume. And the third para says, I look forward to hear from you. It's a beautiful conclusion. So you can apply the same context regardless of whatever kind of question they ask you for this letter, for the job application. Now after that, you're supposed to leave a line, and then you're supposed to give a complimentary close. It's like you're supposed to write thank you, and then leave a line, and then write signature. Before writing signature, it's very important you write a normal formal ending, that is about yours faithfully. Yours, YOURS, there's no apostrophe. Remember carefully and write that down as yours faithfully. Then put a signature, leave a line, and then put an enclosure by telling enclosed resume, and then leave a line. Then further after this, you're supposed to continue with your resume. So guys, that's all for today. Here we have completed discussed in much more brief about their letter in a very diversified, easier manner. So please do refer it. It is one of the best format way which I've given to you, and most of the students follow the same format. So if you find it useful, you can even approach the same method which I've given it to you. So guys, that's all. If you do like this video, please do like it, share it, and subscribe. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the resume. Thank you. Goodbye.